my chief executive officer, David Idner, promoted me a year ago to chief operating officer. And it is probably the most rewarding and challenging role I've ever done in my career. Obviously, it has to be. It's a very important one in our organization. So my role is to oversee all of the operations, including HR, marketing, along in collaboration with the CEO. We work together and with the executive team here at Fairmount, which we have so many talented leaders, very grateful for each and every one of them. The biggest transition, of course, where we were peers and now I'm kind of in the supervisory role, but they were very supportive and we were friends before and we're still friends. And I kind of see myself more as for the leadership team, the executive team, I see myself almost as a peer mentor as opposed to like I'm the boss now. We obviously we have roles and we're very respectful of our roles, but I see myself more as like, hey, more as working together. I learn more from them than they probably learn from me. And so my primary role is just overseeing our 5 funeral homes and 7 cemeteries and just making sure we're taking care of our families, running the daily operations, and then also being part of the executive team's strategic plans and how to continue to grow. We are a nonprofit, so nobody owns us. So what I love about the nonprofit is we get to have a lot of fun doing this because nobody benefits from everything we do goes back into our businesses. Because we're community owned, we give back to our community. I remember when I was interviewing for the job, the CEO gave me I asked for the values mission of the organization. And then the top, it said, be the change you want to see in the world by Mahatma Gandhi. And that was all it took for me to say yes, because I think it aligns with my personal values of just the humanity and the people part of it. I love people and relationships. I value that most in life. And so just being able to give back to our community. So we do a lot of community outreach. We just got a list of all of our events between now and December. And awesome. I think we're doing something almost every week, whether we're attending events in the community or having events at our facilities. The one that's going to be our first one and the most exciting one to see how that works out is our spooky wine tour. So we're going to have wine and we're going to have this MC that's going to walk people through. I think we're planning on having a hayride and taking people through the cemetery and giving them a history. Because like us as a cemetery in Spokane, we're almost the guardians, as one employee says, the guardians of Spokane's history. Because a lot of prominent people that have developed this community is in our care. And the reason we do things in our cemeteries specifically is we don't want people to be forgotten, right? So everyone in our care, they do get visited, but we want people to feel comfortable and safe in our cemeteries. And then to not forget all of the thousands of people buried in our cemeteries. I
do have to give it up to, I'm sure funeral homes do stuff too, but even the local cemetery around me, they put on these events for like Halloween where they give out pumpkins, and there's these huge like events, and like the whole community comes, and it really, I feel like, normalizes being on a cemetery. You see how beautiful it is, and I really applaud you guys in doing these events because they always end up being really nice. And really, I feel like spread the word about how amazing it could be.
Yeah, we're very fortunate with our marketing. Candace, who's our marketing director, gets a lot of this credit, and her team, her passion just exudes in her work, and we all get to benefit in the community. But when the motives, there's really no motive, so to speak, financially. Obviously, we're a business and we want to do well enough to continue to maintain our business, but that is not our primary goal. Our primary goal is to serve our community. It just has a different feel to it because the pressure isn't to continue to just keep making money. That's not the focus. The focus is to serve. And through service, I think success does come, even though A leader once told me they don't believe that. And I do believe that if you
Admirable. I
serve,
think it's
the
the
money
best
will come.
attitude to have. In keeping with that sentiment about service,